your best life. Please welcome Rosalind Kahn.
Good morning, everybody. This is Rosalind Kahn with Mary Gallagher, the president of LA City Colleges. She's almost on her final days out. I can't believe this day has finally come.
Yes.
Can you?
Yes. It's pretty surreal, actually. I did not start counting down until about 2 weeks ago. So I'd been asked for months if I was counting down, and I was not. But
Wow.
when I had my last board meeting, the countdown started.
Oh my gosh. So I'm going to take you back when you were comfortably be sitting in those wheels of retirement, and you got this call that they wanted you to go ahead and come back to the school, come back and be the president of the college. And I know, being the big thinker that you are, you always have this big plans of what you hope and what you want to desire. What was your first instinct when you got that call of what you hoped would unfold, and did that actually happen? Tell me about those thoughts back then.
Okay, I will. So when I had conversations with Chancellor Rodriguez as I was at LA Trade Tech College figuring out what I was going to do, he asked me where I might want to be a college president. And I said there would only be 2 colleges I would want to be the college president at. That would be LA Trade Tech, and they already had a president there, and LA City College. And at the time, the President Martinez was still at LA City College and had not decided to retire. But when she announced her retirement, then Chancellor Rodriguez and I talked about the opportunity at LA City College. And I jumped at the chance. I was very, very interested in LA City College because it's my community. I live just up the street. I passed by it all the time. I'd been onto the campus many, 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 many times. But I wasn't exactly sure at the time what I would do, but I knew that I could probably provide some help and guidance to the budget for sure, because there were some major budgetary problems occurring at the college. And I thought I could help with the enrollment. The enrollment had been declining, and I thought I could help there. So those were really the 2 areas that I wanted to see what I could do for the college to help kind of chart a course of a positive direction for the college.
Fantastic. And now that it's said and done, and people are going to look back years and years and years and say, Mary Gallagher, it's amazing what she had done in the time that she was there. What do you think are going to be some of the things they're going to highlight and they're going to feature on some of your vast accomplishments that you've been here?
Well, I think some of the things that I did was certainly to establish a balanced budget for the college, and we've balanced the budget for each of the 5, and this will be the 6th year since I came on board the college. So I think balancing the budget and working within the available resources of the college is something that the college is equipped to do at this point.
Wow.
I think the other thing that is important to me is faculty hiring. And we did a lot of faculty hiring. By the time I leave, we will have brought on at least 100 new faculty members, as well as staff and administrators to the college. So that feels very, very good. And I would say that third, the establishment of the Race Equity and Social Justice Center. City College is a very diverse college, diverse in its faculty, staff, and students, as well as the administrators are very diverse group of people. And I'm very proud of the fact that equity and social justice is a central focus for the college. And it was before I got here, but we have it definitive and spelled out and public now.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, we all know the world of budgets. You know, the United States government has this budget thing. And if there were keys to success to people who had troubles balancing budgets, what would be one of the advice and suggestions you might give them?
Well, I think it's really important to look at all of the resources that you have available and make sure that the resources are being utilized effectively. So there were some major challenges that we had when I first came on board with the college. And just making sure that we were leveraging all of the resources that we had, and that we also aligned our resources with our goals. And there was not definitive alignment along our goals before, but we definitely are aligned along our pathways now and our college goals. So that's really, really important.
Fantastic. And as you look ahead at the new person who's going to be coming into the presidency and replacing you, what do you think are some of the challenges that he might face?
Well, challenges for sure are in front of us in a couple of years when the hold harmless sunsets. So what's important for the college to do is to make sure that the enrollment and the budget, which is not just enrollment, but it's also student success and equity components, that those are equivalent to what our current budget is, or we will have a final budget in a couple of years that will be static until we reach that enrollment level. And I believe that the college will be able to achieve that within the next 2 years. And that's really one of the greatest challenges. I think in addition to that, it's when you transition leadership, it always is change. There's always change. And change is challenging for people, any sort of change. When I came in, there were a lot of changes, and it's always challenging when you have changes. But I think that Dr. Gabru is coming in. He is going to be a breath of fresh air. He is young, energetic, very enthusiastic. He's really excited to come to the college.
We just came back of looking at some of the things that you need to consider when things don't always go the correct way. Was there any other last lessons that you have you'd like to pass on to the future president?
Personally, I think it's really important to continue to pursue your vision and your goals. I was not able to accomplish everything that I had set out to do 5.5 years ago. Part of that was because we had a major interruption with the pandemic that really just stopped us for a while from moving our goals and our agenda forward. But we picked up as best we could after we all re-engaged again, after we were able to return from the pandemic. And we did the best we could. And some of what we did will carry through, and some of what we did will shift and change. And that's just what you can expect in the world.
So as we look beyond your leaving here and going off to the big bright world, I know you not as a person who's going to sit with your feet up in the air and go, okay, now it's time to rest and crochet something or another. What do you envision that will probably change?
Yes.
That you're going to do when you leave this campus?
Well, there's a couple of projects I'm going to pursue once I retire. I do hope to do a little bit of perhaps crocheting.
Right.
I would like to learn to knit. I'm definitely going to travel. Maybe I'll learn to sew. I'm not really sure what little hobbies I'll have because I don't have very many hobbies right now. I really do a lot more working than hobbies, but I'm hoping to adopt a few hobbies in my retirement. But the two big projects I'm doing is I'm going to be working with community colleges, first starting with the Los Angeles Community College District, to help the community colleges get on board with the Fresh Success program that helps students in community colleges access food, greater access to food through the federal food benefits that are available. And they're typically not available to students, but there's a special program that the state has. It's just a little bit challenging to initiate and to launch, so I'm going to be working with community colleges on that. The other thing that I'm really excited about is that I'm going to partner with someone to develop educational content using augmented and virtual reality. I'm very excited about that. LA City College has done tremendous work in this arena, and I'm really proud of what LA City College has done. And I'm very, very interested in this field, so I will be continuing to develop educational content.
Now, Mary, as a writer of several books, I know you've got one in you. You've got one in you, Mary. You haven't had time to delve into it, but what do you think would be the subject matter that you'd like to share with the world and be remembered by?
Well, I think a friend of mine asked me about a month ago if I was going to write a book on leadership. And I had not thought about writing anything on leadership or anything like that. I do like to write. I actually took writing courses many years ago, but have not had time to really connect to it and really do it. So I do agree that I probably have a book or two in me. I thought I might write some fiction, but perhaps my first book will be nonfiction and something about women in leadership or something like that. You know, I'm a child of the 60s. I graduated from college in the early 80s, so I've been around a very long time. And I studied business when there were a handful of women in my business classes. So I've seen a lot and I've experienced a lot, and hopefully I have some things that I can convey. I hope to continue to do a little bit of teaching and probably in supervision and leadership. Those are two areas that I really enjoy.
Sounds like an interesting topic. I'd love to see that one on the looking back at being on the outside to kind of how we've come along and some of the lessons and tools. Mm-hmm. And I also do review books. So when that book comes, you can reach out to me and say, Rosalind, would you like to review this book for me and do that? So
absolutely.
My one last and final question. You've told us so much about you, of where you've been and what you've done in life. And my favorite question to ask is, if there's one thing that people probably don't know about Mary Duxler, that no one on this campus knows, what would be that interesting little facet of information?
My gosh, I think in many respects and different environments that I've been in here and different groups I've been with, I've probably told my life story, but that's a very good question. I guess what many people may not know about me is, well, I say this and then I think my family is extremely important to me. I travel with my family. I'm one of 12 children. Most people here know I'm number 5 of 12, and we're very close. We have been close since we were children, and we spend more time together than with other people. And so family is really important to me and always has been. So, and I appreciate family, and I'm very cognizant of people making sure that they are able to spend time with their families, because at the end of the day, that's what life is all about to me.
Fantastic. And one just little question that came up to me. When you were a child and you were young, what did you think you were going to do someday?
Well, I wanted to be an astronaut.
Really?
I did. I wanted to be an astronaut. I remember being asked in the 5th grade, and I said I wanted to be an astronaut, and I wanted to learn to fly for many years. When I graduated from college, I wanted to go into the Coast Guard so I could learn to fly. And I ended up getting a different job instead and going a whole different direction. But I thought I wanted to be an astronaut when I was a child.
Well, that's fascinating. Well, you certainly have gone to the moon and back and all the different things that you've been through. So if someone wanted to follow you and know where you're at, is there some social media handle they should look at, or LinkedIn, Facebook?
I am on LinkedIn, just Mary Gallagher on LinkedIn. I don't have a handle right now, but I might. I'm dr.mary.gallagher@gmail.com. And just look for me in the augmented and virtual reality world. You may see much more social media and things like that as I get into that.
Well, fantastic. My name is Rosalind Kahn. As I mentioned, I'm with Chow Entertainment. We're out of Las Vegas, KGNT 26.8. And you do not know this, but something exciting happened recently this last weekend. I have been gifted the honor of the WOHA Awards, which is Women Heart Achievement, of being gifted for public speaking. And I'm really excited to do that. And my art that I'm going to show you when we're finished, I'm going to have a opening in Beverly Hills to see some of the work that I've done. So it's a big, exciting world out there. You can follow me on all social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart of being a faculty here at LA City College, of being able to have a chance to tell your story. Thank you, and gratitude beyond words.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hi everybody, this is Rosalind from KGNT Las Vegas. I saw this lady singing with this amazing voice with this poster, and I said, it must be a story I need to hear. So here we are. We're friends on Facebook. I have so many friends, can't always find them, but tell us your story real briefly.
I have a very, very big love for children, and sick children are my number one priority. I created this organization, and it's called Rockstars Organization Foundation, and we help sick children all over the world. So if I'm helping Philippines this time, the next show will be here in America, or in Thailand, or in Japan. Whoever needs our assistance, we try to help them. To shorten, to find cure, and to help the child to get the treatments that they need.
And how did you get started real quickly?
I started during the pandemic. During the pandemic, the 4-year-old boy the parents reached out to me, and the 4-year-old boy had a leukemia. So I was really touched by it because my father died from it, And my father was 72 and he was suffering.
So young.
And this boy is 4 years old, so I have to do something. So I did the live streaming and singing for a month. And I raised $2,500 and sent to the parents to go through all the chemo treatment that he needed.
Wow.
And I'm happy to share that he's almost 8 years old now.
That is such a beautiful story. I hope this is just the beginning of many great things to come for us.
I've already helped almost 9 children since I started on 2020, and I'm not stopping.
That is such a beautiful story of such a giving heart. I'd love to
I also did for lupus in San Francisco, because lupus doesn't have a treatment too. So I'm focusing on the kind of sickness that doesn't have any cure yet.
Well, it's great to hear there are people working to help those problems that don't have cures for. That
Yes,
you don't really help people abroad. You help people here locally.
Yes.
How can people follow you if they want to get involved with what you're doing? Tell us.
I'm everywhere. I'm like COVID. I'm on Facebook, Malu Toller. I'm on Instagram, Malu Toller. I'm on YouTube, Malu Toller.
Spell that for us in case we get
It's M as in Mary, A as in Apple, L for Larry, O-U. Malu, and my last name is Toller, T-O-L-E-R.
Fantastic. Well, my name is Rosalind Khan. I'm with Chow Entertainment, and I'm always telling amazing stories of people overcoming obstacles. You can follow me on all social media, including YouTube, TikTok, and everywhere. I'm an artist, I'm a speaker, and today I was just notified with the Woha Woman Awards, I'm going to be a finalist. I'm going to have my art shown in Beverly Hills coming up really soon, and I'm an impressionist artist, so I do it all in the world of art, and so when I see another artist, you got to recognize them, their talents. Please, let's stay in touch. Gratitude beyond words, and namaste. Thank you.
Take care.
is Rosalind Kahn. I have a TV show. It's called Living Your Best Life. It's about people overcoming obstacles. We're out of Las Vegas. I'm here in Los Angeles. I'm a humanitarian. I have all sorts of awards and accolades. I know a good kid when I see one. I saw you over on the side, and I couldn't stop watching you except for the lady who was standing in front of me who was blocking my view. But I knew you had style. I knew you had fit. So what do you have to say for yourself? How long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing for a while. It started off just like when my mom would play music around the house, and then I just danced when I was little. But then I discovered Michael Jackson, started watching a bunch of his videos, started catching up his moves. Then I got interested in Bruno Mars, and now they're both my idols.
Fantastic. Now, how old were you when you first started watching these videos?
I was probably about like 4 when I started watching Michael Jackson, and maybe like 6 when I started Bruno Mars.
Wow. Well, here's the key to success in life. Set your life on a goal. Don't let anything get in the way. No matter how many people hate you, don't like you, make fun of you, you just follow that dream, because miracles do come true.
Thank
My
you.
name is Rosalind Kahn. I have an admiration for kids. Kids are the spirit of the world. They change the world and make it a better place. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing what you're doing, and God bless you, and thank your parents for giving you the world that they do. Thank you.
Yep,
Take care.
thank you. Bye.
And we are here tonight at the tribute to Michael Jackson with Chistian Robinson, and this is his parents. Oh my gosh. He was before stage saying how proud he was to have you out here tonight. So is this the first time you've actually seen him performing?
We've watched him perform several times, but this is the first show, This Was It live show that we've been able to see.
Oh my God, so
we're
how
from
did it
Kansas
feel?
City.
Yeah, so this is the first time with a full band, and we've actually seen him come out and perform.
Yeah, he said he was kind of under lock and key under the pandemic and stuff like that. It must have been hard just seeing him sitting in his room, pounding on the walls and practicing and practicing. It's like, is this ever going to happen? Will this ever happen? Will this ever happen? So how old was he when you first realized that he had talent in the world?
I would say grade school play.
Probably, yeah.
First
He
time
was
we-
really young.
Chris kept that a secret, so he would practice in his room. We never knew until it came time for performing.
Oh, wow. Wow. And so he was practicing when he was young, and he kept it a secret from you.
Unbeknownst to us, we didn't see it.
Yellow submarine.